It was a good day to have earning plays on Friday because there's a lot of these options, Lotto plays that help us out. The plan was Lulu was pretty simple. Support was 372, resistance was 378, 380, gap fill under 372, 370, long over it. So it was a simple gap and go setup. As soon as I saw at the open that Lulu is breaking out of that pre-market highs, that's when I told everybody it's a long. Also said 400 Lottos are good Lotto scalps. Now Lottos are always 100% guys, remember that, because you're risking 100% to make 300, 400, 500%. That's what the Lottos are all about. And that 100% can be anything based upon your risk reward. If you have $10,000 account, maybe $200 is your 100% risk. So the point is, if you're trading the Lotto options, you're trying to get multiple 100%. So anyways, you can see that this was right at the open. You had to get long and it was our number one play. So you have to be ready. Give the game plan in the morning, in the pre-market, Lulu long, 400 first target. So the 400 Lotto right from the open, from the $2 went all the way to $11. So that was a big push, initial push. Then you pull back, that's fine. You can either use the profits to add back the same Lotto, which again went from $6 to $10, or you can do some other Lotto. But understand, if the stock doesn't close in that strike price, the Lottos will lose the value at the end of the day. And we are not even looking to swing that Lotto because it's a Friday, and that's why we're locking our profits and moving on. And then Lulu pushed again higher. So that was my continuous guidance, hold as long as 512 holds. We were looking for the breakout of 410, but we never got that breakout of 410. So we exited everything when it broke the 512. So the point is, in the first big push, let's say you make $4,000, you take 500, 700 out of it, you throw that in your next Lotto as long as the trend hold, and that Lotto $1,000 begin another $1,000. Either they go to zero or they double because it's just a profit. So this is how you trade the Lotto options, and Lulu was a great example. Too bad it couldn't run more for us, but we'll talk about Meta. I noticed something this morning that Meta was bouncing over the 1 hour Ripster MTF cloud and it was turning bullish. Meta was showing a lot of strength. There's a lot of flow coming in, and that's when I told everybody that's a decent long. And of course, the levels that I gave in the pre-market, Meta was pushing over those levels, and it was pushing on 610, 1655, and it was showing more strength than the other names in the market. So the first target I gave everybody was 618 and 620, and 618 target met. Then we had 620 target. 620 was our breakout. This was a breakout level because 620 was also an 1 hour level right here. It was a daily high there on 620. So that's why I said 620 is our next breakout level, and 620 breakout, and there it goes. Then our next targets were 628 and 630. We hit our 628 target, and I also told everyone to keep some for 630, and they kept it for 630. We almost short 21 cents of 630. But it was a beautiful trade, repeatable setup. Ripster 1 hour clouds, 10 AM flag break, 620 breakout, Ripster 512 calls, all the way up. You see stock goes from 612 to 630. Your Lottos goes 200, 300%. This is why you risk 100% on your Lottos so that you can make 300, 400% like that. So if you take the 620s, they ran from, since we started to break out on the long side, and I mentioned that, they ran from $2 all the way to $5. So that's your 100, 150%. And then you see the pullback here around that time. That's when you can roll into the 625 Lottos. On that pullback, the 625s, they went from $1 all the way to $5 and 300% there. So this is how you trade these option Lottos. They're always 100% risk. It's important to note that since 625 did not close in the money, so they go to zero. So that's very important to understand. That's why you have to be fast to take your profit on these Lotto options and not hold them till the end of the day if they are not closing in the money.
Come to trade with Ripster. Join the community at www.tenettradegroup.com.